So finally, we've got the Galaxy Tab A7 Lite that was just released by Samsung. This one's got 3 gigabytes of RAM, 32 gigabytes of storage. This one has an 8.7-inch screen, 5,100 milliamp hour battery, Android 11, 4G LTE. This is the international unlocked version, which should work with any GSM carrier. Now, this is the gray version, but it also comes in silver and is currently just under 230 bucks on Amazon. But I'll leave a link in the description of the video with current pricing and more information. Okay, so this definitely feels a little bit smaller than I was expecting. Quick start guide and warranty card, SIM card and micro SD card removal tool, USB-A charging brick, and of course your USB-C charging cable. So it's a pretty typical looking Samsung tablet here on the back with the camera up in the corner. Power and volume buttons there on the right hand side. And then your SIM card tray or micro SD card tray there on the left hand side. Nice thing is you've got a speaker on both sides. And then on the bottom is your USB-C charging port and headphone jack, which are extremely close to the edge for some reason. Front facing camera is up there at the top in the center, right by the earpiece. With it being this shape, it definitely feels a little bit smaller than say the Tab A 8.4 that came out last year. Now when you set this up, you're gonna get face recognition, pattern, PIN, and password. Now if you sign in with your Samsung account, you're gonna get Samsung Cloud, Bixby, Spotify, Find My Mobile, Galaxy Store, Samsung Internet, and Samsung Plus. I'm gonna skip that for now because I use mostly Google Apps. This is currently on April 1st, 2021 security patch, and it's also on Android 11, One UI 3.1 right out of the box. Here's the downside to getting the 32 gigabyte version. I'm already using 40% and I haven't even downloaded anything. Here's a quick size comparison against the Tab A 8.4 inch. They're pretty much the same width. As you can see, the Tab A7 Lite is a little bit taller and it's a little bit thicker as well. Swipe left of the home screen, you're gonna get Google Discover. I've still got some stuff updating, so it's not quite moving at full speed yet. Swipe up on the home screen, you're gonna get all of your pre-installed apps. So you're gonna get your typical ones from Samsung, Google, and Microsoft. And they keep it pretty minimal on this one. They also include Messages, the phone app, Netflix, and Spotify. It also has adaptive brightness. You can do dark and light mode. You can adjust several things like font size, style. You can turn edge panels on and off. Up in the notification shade, you've got shortcuts for devices and media, and then most of your typical stuff like Wi-Fi, sound, Bluetooth, airplane mode, mobile data, mobile hotspot, power saving mode, location, quick share. You've also got Dolby Atmos, call and text on other devices, do not disturb, scan QR code, eye comfort shield, and nearby share. Unfortunately, the screen resolution on here is only 1340 by 800. So not quite 1080p. It also has a Helio P22T processor. Camera on the back, you've got an 8 megapixel and then 2 megapixel for the front facing camera. Unfortunately, you're only gonna get SD playback on this one with Netflix, but then you do get 1080p when watching YouTube. And you're also gonna get split screen with this. Once you go to recent apps, hold down on that, and then you can say open in split screen view. Here's a quick sound test just so you can get an idea of what the speakers are like. Okay, so the speakers on here are actually pretty decent. They're definitely a little bit louder if you have them close to you versus maybe further away, but overall not bad for a tablet this size. Now as far as the camera app on here, you've got portrait, photo, video. Then under more, you've got pro, panorama, food, and hyperlapse. Then you also have things like a timer, a couple different aspect ratios, and then different filters as well. You only get 30 frames per second for video, and that's for full HD and HD. And then only HD 30 frames per second on the front-facing camera. Shutter speed on here seems decent for a tablet, I guess. Not really the best camera you're gonna find on a tablet, but I think you could probably get away with using this in a pinch. Let me give you a few more samples here just so you get an idea of what it looks like for photos and video. Now, as you can see from these photos, there are some that are not too bad as far as lighting goes. It does struggle a little bit in lower light situations, and the resolution is not going to be as high as, say, on your cell phone. But if you had to use the cameras on here, yeah, I guess you could get by. But trust me, it's not going to be nearly as good as on most cell phones out there. Same thing when it comes to video. You're definitely going to want to use your cell phone over something like this if you need to do a Zoom call or some kind of video conferencing. Now, somewhat surprising, this Galaxy Tab A7 Lite is actually less powerful than the previous gen Galaxy Tab A 8.4 inch. It's somewhat close in the multi-core score, but single core score, yeah, not so close. I tested this on PUBG Mobile, Asphalt 9, and Call of Duty Mobile, and I think it performed okay for those games. And yeah, this definitely is not going to be the most powerful tablet when it comes to gaming. There's definitely a little bit of lag here and there. It's not so bad that I would say don't buy this or you're not going to be able to game with this. Just keep in mind it's going to take a little bit longer for games to load, a little bit longer for graphics to load during the game, but overall I think you're still going to enjoy this if you plan on doing some light gaming. Again, this is not really a gaming tablet. I feel like overall performance on this tablet definitely makes it feel like an entry-level tablet. So if you've made it this far into the video, you may want to say thanks by subscribing, and don't forget to give a thumbs up if this video was helpful. This is Brian from Fishbee Productions. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.